Hello, good evening. Alright, good evening, Mr. Matthew. My name is Adrian Teng. I'm from Information Technology, Computer Network and Security from March 2020 intake. And we shall begin a presentation for the Mastermind computer game right now. So, as an introduction, this is to make an on-screen version of the board game. On the right, there's a picture right here. You can see this is the board game banner. The objective is to recreate the entire Mastermind game but on computer using Python programming language. It is also the time where I put my programming skills to the test by implementing all the things that I have learned during this semester. So what is this Mastermind game? To put it really simple, it is four a four color combination code is generated by the system, and the user is supposed to guess the exact color code generated by the system. And right now I will demonstrate the Mastermind game that I have created. So this is the codes as you can see, and I will run the mod right now. Okay, so this is the main menu of the entire program. As you can see, welcome to the Mastermind game created by Adrian, and enter 1 to start game, enter 2 to see guidelines, and enter 3 to exit the game. So to begin, I will press 2 first to show you the guidelines. And this is all the guidelines as you can see here and how to play the game. And after that, it will kick me back to the main menu section. And over here, I shall begin the game right now. Now the game begins. As you can see here, it will still tell you that there will be 4 colors present in the game, and these are the 4 colors available in the game. And this is also a guide here. And for the sake of this recording, I'll be showing the code that is supposed to be, the code that is generated from the system. So in this case, it is B, P, W, and G. So let's go ahead and enter our guess. So I'll just assume that the code is not there right now. So I'll just put in P, B, G, W, which is entirely wrong. So you can see here, correct color in correct position, 0. Correct color but wrong place is 4. And it will prompt me with a incorrect guess, attempts made, 1, make another guess, color code. Okay, now I'll be doing a input where I key in only one alphabet. I put F. Color code should consist of 4 alphabets that represent their colors. Which is trying to say that this input is not recognized by the thing because F is not in B, G, W, and P. And let's say if I entered LMAO, it will show me one or more colors you have entered does not exist. Now if I key in a correct guess, B, P, W, G, it will prompt me with we have a winner. Congratulations, you took 4 attempts to crack the code. The answer was this one, which is the exact same we had earlier on. And at the end, it will prompt you with a play again. 1 is for yes, 2 is for no. Let's say I want to play again. I'll just put yes. And in this case, I will show you what if after 5 attempts, what will happen after 5 wrong attempts. So let's go and just type some random values. 3, 4, the last one. After this, it will prompt you with a, oops, you already tried 5 times. The answer is this answer. And after that, it will prompt you if a game is ended. See you next time, bye. The program is still running. Do you want to click? Why does this appear? It's because in my code, I have showed that here, end game, it prints this section of code and it will automatically terminate the entire program, which is quit. So if I click yes and if I run it again, and as you can see here, we type in the code again. And let's say halfway I want to not play again, so I put 2, and the exact same thing happens where the game will end by its own. Let's go back to the presentation. Demonstration, okay. So for the first question, how do you design the interactive user menu to help user play the Mastermind game? So what I did was I created a function for, a sub-program for the main menu, as you can see here. Main menu, right over here. So moving on to the next one. How do you apply this in the Mastermind computer game? I define the colors available that should be in the game over here. Colors equals to list B, G, W, and P. So what kind of computational problems where lists are helpful for problem solving? Well, it is a method to let the system know what kind of values that we want to have in the program. Moving on to question 3, how do you generate randomized values in the Mastermind program game? So what I did was I imported the random module from the Python's library. As you can see over here, import random. And to randomize the value, I key in this section of code. Color code equals to random.sample colors, 4. And this code shouldn't be in the codes, as this will directly show the color code, which we do not want that to happen. What kind of computational problems where randomization is helpful for problem solving? Well, we are able to generate random values that only the program itself knows. The user will not know unless it is revealed to them. Moving on to question 4, how do you apply decision making in the Mastermind game? How I did that was I implemented the if else statements here. If else. Why do you need decision making in the Mastermind computer game? It is to determine what will happen if a user keys an action. What kind of computational problems where decision making is helpful for problem solving? We are able to determine if the user wins the game or not. As you can see here, if correct color equals to 4, then you will print out we have a winner and the game code will become false, which will end the game. Moving on to question 5. How do you apply the iterative process in the Mastermind computer game? I implemented for loops and the while loops over here. Why do you need to create an iterative process in the Mastermind computer game? It is so that it is to bring users to a selected output if a condition is fulfilled. Like say for example right here, while manual command is less than 1 or manual command is more than 3, it will print this one and it will kick back me to main menu, which this is the main menu itself, and it will loop the entire thing. What kind of computational problems where an iterative process is helpful for problem solving? It is to display specific outputs when a specific condition is fulfilled. Moving on to question 6, how do you apply the user-defined function in the Mastermind computer game? As you can see here, I have created sub-programs here, game code, guidelines, and game. What are the advantages of using sub-program in the Mastermind computer game? It is so that it is to keep the code simple and it's easy to inspect. And I will show you one more time, like that. Why is it easy to inspect and all those? Sorry for the inconvenience. Hold on. Right, as you can see here, I have sub-programs of my own. Main menu here, guidelines, and game code. This is to make sure that it is easy to track and trace. And I'm also able to link one place to another code segment. Like say for example over here, this part is under game code. So as you can see here, if play again equals to 1, then game code, After that, the game code is repeated, it will straight bring you to end game, which is linked together. Like after the game code is executed for the second time, it will directly bring you to end game, which is here, and terminate the entire program. So, as a conclusion and future improvements that I can do to this project, what have you learned from the programming project? I've learned to create a game using Python, which I did not expect that I was able to do. And I was also able to create a program with a lot of functions that I have learned from this course. For example, for loops, if else statements, and many more. What is the future improvements that I would like to carry out in the next level of designing the Mastermind community game? I would like to make the game more interactive. For example, I would be able to code such as if the user keys in a specific keyword, it will trigger a secret levels that which is not supposed to be on the game itself. That will be the end of the presentation. Thank you very much.